Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to jump into Super Battle Road to try out the new Blue Vegeta with his EZA. Now, as you can see, we are on the Super Class stage of Super Battle Road, so I kind of wanted to go over my decision-making process here, because I know a lot of people would instantly assume that if we were going to jump into Super Battle Road with this Vegeta, that we would go onto Realm of Gods, because obviously as part of his passive, he provides a 50% support buff to defense for Realm of Gods allies. But the problem is, the rest of his passive is very much geared towards fighting against extreme type enemies, right? He nerfs extreme enemies attack and defense by 20%, and then he has a high chance to stun attacked extreme type enemies. So when you look at the Realm of Gods Super Battle Road stage, the first fight has 5 enemies and 2 are extreme. The second fight has 4 enemies and 1 is extreme. And then the last fight has 4 enemies and none are extreme. So obviously we would get to see his attack stats, we would get to see how he tanks after attacking, but the rest of his passive just doesn't really have much effect. Actually, I'm going to float off you because I want to get Blue Vegeta linked up with Vegeta Blue. So if we do this, as long as Goku actually dodges Frieza, then he'll get a super attack, but he would actually have to dodge him for this to be the case. So yeah, unfortunately this is a bad rotation just because nobody really links up particularly well, so we just have to grin and bear it for now, because we should get everything fixed up on the coming turn. So obviously, because this is the super class only stage, we have to bring a unit of every type. So we got Blue Gogeta on the team. When I was looking at the list, there's not a lot of like really exciting AGL Realm of Gods units that I wanted to bring, but obviously Blue Gogeta is somewhat of a beast, so he should be perfectly fine. Vegito is going to additional into some super attacks, so as long as he doesn't get super attacked here, we're okay, because Beerus took quite a lot of damage from that super. But after Vegito got his super off, he's, yeah, okay, good. So he's tanking normal attacks perfectly fine. A couple of crit counters, that's what we like to see. And then, actually, yeah, so let's go ahead and put Vegeta in the first slot. So he currently has 10,000 defense. So that's going to go up to like, so I say 10,000, 100,000 defense. So that's going to go up to 150,000 when he super attacks. So we'll try and stun Frieza, because then we're only taking hits from Tagoma, which shouldn't do a lot of damage. I guess we could just target him. Although he might not stun Frieza, so I guess we probably should just take him out here. And then see if UI can take out you. Do I need to heal here? Kind of want to see how well Vegeta tanks, but the problem is if we get supered in the first slot or he doesn't stun Frieza, we potentially die. But let's just do it. Let's see. Let's see how we go. Just don't super me in the first slot. Okay, good. So bear in mind, of course, the fact that not only is he raising his attack and defense by 50%, but of course the enemy is being affected by the 20% minus attack and defense. So yeah, Vegeta just taking double-digit damage. Perfectly fine. I feel like I got cut off in the middle of what I was saying previously. So Realm of Gods doesn't have enough extreme type enemies, is basically what I was saying. So jumping into the super class stage, we only fight extreme enemies. It's just all extreme enemies all the way through. And so it means we can get our boy Vegeta to have his full passive active the entire time. And everything will be fine and dandy. So I'm going to put Beerus in the front and use his active skill. And yes, yet again I forgot to change the language back into English. But I'm going to do this because Beerus is going to take a hit from Sorbet, so his passive's going to be fully active. So he could probably kill Tagoma here, because he also gets the attacks effective against all types effect as well. So he's going to do a lot of damage here, especially because we have the support from Supreme Kai of Time. Of course he gets super attacked, but 3.65, okay. And also, if you hadn't noticed, there are 2 LR UI Gokus on the team. I am running an LR UI Goku friend. So Beerus got that attack stat from his own 170 lead and then the 130 lead from UI Goku. So it just kind of makes that even more impressive. And the reason I did that is because with the team that I've brought for this run, Beerus doesn't really link super well with a lot of people on the team. So I didn't really want to have 2 of them floating around. So I thought we might as well bring the LR UI Goku as a friend as well. So let's see. What I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and use this. I am going to leave you in the third slot, in middle slot here. Wow, I was thinking about this actually as I was saying it just now, but Kabe, Vegeta and Botamo are all super types. That's kind of annoying. So I guess we will go after you, and then we'll get Vegeta to attack Frost because we can potentially stun him. Although he isn't attacking Vegeta, so actually let's go for hit, and then we will get, let's just get Gogeta to go after Frost because he should do quite a lot of damage to him. Now obviously if we get super attacked in the first slot, that's just going to be bad all around. Unless it's by hit, I suppose, because then at least we have type advantage. 35k, it's actually not that bad. At least it's from hit as well, because hit being an extreme type, he of course is being attack nerfed by Vegeta. But Kabe and the other 2 at the end are not. So that does substantially weaken hit though, who is definitely the most annoying enemy on this second phase. So, oh, look at Vegeta. Come on, Vegeta, let's go. Is he gonna? Ooh. Oh, god damn. Okay, so we got the mythical 4 super rotation with Vegeta Blue. That's what we like to see. So, yeah, now Vegeta. Whew. So Vegeta with his type advantage almost takes out Kabe as well with 1 super attack. That's amazing. So, yeah, that was a very good first turn. Honestly, when I realised that 3 people in this fight were actually super types and it made what I said earlier in the video incorrect, I was almost thinking about scrapping the video because I didn't want to make such a terrible mistake. But now I kind of have to keep it because that turn was actually ridiculous. Like, Vegeta Blue popped off like crazy, and then Vegeta did insane damage to Kabe, who I'm sure now is going to go ahead and super attack me in the first slot because we know how Super Battle Road likes to operate. So I have a horrible feeling that that is what's going to happen. We're not going to get a super attack with Beerus, and we're not going to get a super attack with UI Goku. So this is the exact reason why I didn't want to bring 2 Beeruses. I mean, realistically, I want to float Beerus off, but I also don't really want to put him in the last slot where all those attacks are, and then also leave the UI Goku in the first slot with no links active, because obviously he'll be next to another LR UI Goku. So we'll just have to play it like this for now. I mean, ideally I want a Beerus and a UI Goku floating, but that means I have to get, yeah, I'll get Gogeta onto rotation with the other UI Goku. So let's see. I can't stun Botamo because he's not an extreme type. So I think we have to do this really. Because yeah, you can actually see the effect is coming up at the top here. So he's got attack and defense down. So we'll do this. And then I guess we'll do this because it will retarget to Vegeta anyway. And then we'll grab all of these for you. Make sure he's sealed up and can't super attack us in the last slot, as well as the fact that she will greatly raise her defense. So Vegeta, after doing so well last turn, yeah, didn't get any extra super attacks, but that's fine. We got a crit counter against Botamo, did quite a lot of damage. Blue Vegeta at a 2.3 million attack stat. I mean, that's the thing. The Vegeta is looking pretty impressive on this run, and is under a lesser lead from the friend UI Goku leader skill. So, actually, very, very good. And then, of course, Supreme Kai of Time greatly raises her defense, so she is all good there. And then, I guess we might as well do this. We should finish it here, because UI Goku with his 18 key super should easily finish off a physical enemy. And then between Gogeta and Beerus at the end here, that should be GG. So, not too bad. We've only used one item so far. It's just because of that unfortunate super attack early on in the first fight where we took, what was it, like 220,000 damage. If that had been a normal attack, we would pretty much be on point for like a no items run on this stage. Which obviously I have done the super stage before. But it's interesting actually, because there are quite a few categories that I feel like you probably could no items the super stage with. But there is that interesting like caveat with the fact that you have to bring a unit of each type. Like I probably wouldn't, if I was going to do like a Realm of Gods no item run, I would not bring the Blue Vegeta. Sorry, Blue Gogeta. But I have to, because I have to bring an AGL unit. So, okay, so let's do this. So it's cool because Vegeta, in a way, he like, essentially he works like a, as long as you're fighting against extreme enemies, of course, he sort of works like a support unit, because even though he's not directly buffing our allies' attack, he's nerfing the enemy's defense. And of course, he's raising the allies' defense as well as nerfing the enemy's attack. So he's almost doubly raising the allies' defense, because he's not only giving them 50% defense from their passive, but he's also lowering the enemy's attack. So, you know, the enemy are hitting less hard overall. Of course we get supered in the first slot. So realistically, if you wanted to do this run for the least items possible, or like, you know, like the most efficient run, I probably should have put UI Goku in the first slot and have him on rotation with Blue Vegeta. But obviously we're trying to show off Blue Vegeta, so he works better next to Vegito Blue. And I didn't want to put him in the first slot, because obviously one of the big things for him is that he gets that 50% raise from his super attack. So kind of want him to not be taking hits until he's done that. So he hasn't been doing very well with the stuns though, I noticed so far, but it's okay. I mean, he took very little damage with no item active, which is something that is always going to be welcome on Super Battle Road. We just need Goku to actually get dodges here. There you go. So he can at least survive the turn. And now, with the support on rotation, we're going to get a nice big Dokkan attack with UI Goku. So this is going to deal a ton of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, because, you know, we all know what's going to happen if I don't use an item. Now, if I was trying for a no items run, obviously, I would just have to take the risk and see what happens. But I can feel it in my bones that one of these attacks from Zamasu in the first slot is going to be a super attack. Oh, well, okay, we dodged both of them anyway, so you never know with UI Goku. But we now get to 24 key, and that went a lot slower than I was expecting, so I completely mistimed that second one. But this is going to do a lot of damage, because not only is UI Goku going to hit reasonably hard in general anyway, we've got Supreme Kai of Time on the rotation, and then the damage that he does against Rose isn't going to be lessened, because his super attack effect has the disables guard. So I can almost guarantee that he kills Zamasu. And then, yeah, look at that. Rose is pretty close to being done. So Gogeta might actually finish him off here. Come on, take him out. You get the crit. Hey, there you go. That's why you give your AGL Gogeta 20 additional, boys and girls, because then stuff like this happens, and then we actually will take him out here. So Vegeta, whilst not being like the MVP in terms of destroying multiple enemies left and right by himself, you can see the effect that he has on the team. by raising everyone's defense, by nerfing all of the enemy's attack. Like, there was a lot of turns where we had no items active, and both Vegeta and other characters on the rotation just didn't take anywhere near as much damage as they would normally. Like I said, I feel like with the right RNG, as long as you don't get horribly screwed over, like with a couple of attempts, I feel like this team could easily no items this stage. So, there you go. So, Blue Vegeta, very, very good. Obviously, slight mistake with the composition of the Super Battle Road. I really thought they were all extreme, because I'm sure when you do the extreme type one, every single enemy is a super type, but there you go. So, Blue Vegeta coming in clutch. Any event where you are facing the majority extreme enemies, he's going to be super, super useful. And obviously, you can run him on various other teams, but that 50% defense buff to Realm of Gods is incredibly useful as well. Like, we saw him paired up with Vegito Blue. Vegito Blue is able to take less damage before he starts supering, which is obviously super good for him. And then, of course, once he gets off a couple of supers with that buff from Vegeta as well, he's just not taking any damage. So, very, very good. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Have you tried out the INT Vegeta on Super Battle Road yet? Let me know how it went. And yeah, I guess we will probably try him out in the Legendary Goku event next, because I do want to see how he compares to the Tech Blue Vegeta, who is, of course, godly in that event. So I guess we shall see. But anyway, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.